If you're about to beg them to stay, watch this instead. Because that knot in your chest, that desperate urge to type, "Please don't leave me," that's not love, that's withdrawal. And here's the brutal truth they won't tell you. The more you beg, the faster they run. Not because they're cruel, because your begging triggers their avoidance instinct. It's biology, it's psychology. And once you understand it, you'll never beg again. Let's break down what's actually happening inside your brain. 1. The scarcity trap. When someone pulls away, your brain panics. Not because you'll die, but because rejection activates the same neural pathways as physical pain. That's right. fMRI studies show social rejection lights up the anterior cingulate cortex, the same region that registers a punch to the gut. So you beg, you bargain, you send the long paragraph. But here's the catch. Begging signals low status and high availability, and human attraction is wired to value what's scarce. When you plead, you're essentially screaming, "I have no other options." And nothing kills desire faster than desperation. 2. The protest behavior loop. Psychologists call it protest behavior. It's when you text 10 times in a row, or show up unannounced, or say, "After everything I did for you." Your anxious attachment brain thinks, if I just prove how much I care, they'll stay. Wrong. Protest behavior doesn't inspire love. It inspires guilt, and guilt is not a foundation for connection. It's a slow poison. They won't stay because they want you. They'll stay because they feel bad, and then resent you for it. 2 weeks later. 3. The chasing dynamic. Ever notice how the moment you stop chasing, they sometimes turn around? That's not magic. That's the reactance theory. When you back off, their brain perceives a loss of control. Suddenly, your absence feels like a threat. Their curiosity spikes. They wonder, why aren't they begging? Did they move on? That tiny crack of doubt is worth more than 100 paragraphs. But here's the real hack. You don't back off to manipulate them. You back off to save yourself. 4. The dopamine detox they never asked for. When you beg, you're flooding their notifications and your own system with intermittent reinforcement. One reply, then silence, then a sad emoji. That's a slot machine, not a relationship. Your brain becomes addicted to the possibility of their response, and addiction makes you act crazy. So the moment you feel the urge to beg, put the phone down, close your eyes, breathe, and ask yourself one question. Am I afraid of losing them, or afraid of being alone with myself? That question changes everything. Here's your takeaway. You don't need to beg. You never did. What you need is to rewire the belief that your worth depends on them staying. So here's the bold move, the one that feels impossible right now. Do nothing. For 24 hours. No text, no call, no silent Instagram story. Not as a game, as an experiment. Because if your presence can't make them stay, your begging won't either. But your silence, that will teach you something far more valuable. It will teach you that you survived before them, and you'll survive after. And that quiet confidence, that's what actually makes people want to stay. So before you hit send on that desperate message, watch this video again, then close the app, go for a walk, and let the right person one day come to you on their own. If this hit home, subscribe, because we don't do toxic advice here, just psychology that sets you free.